Right then, this is a walk around video, and this is for an absolutely stunning Lexus. This is a IS 250 SE. It's a low mileage car. It's only done 46,000 miles. Just beautiful red with the light, I think it's oak and beige or ivory I call it, but with names of these things. But the car is astonishingly clean. Wonderful Lexus service history attached to the car. The video will not do justice to it, in all honesty. It really is absolutely stunning. Near side rather. Sorry, back to starting. Front of the car, lenses, clear, intact, no cracks, sensation. Bonnet, absolutely superbly clean, hardly a stone chip anywhere on there at all. Near side, absolutely mirror smooth in the panels. Alloys, which are the weakness on all cars of this age, and they are in fabulous order. By the way, I'm doing this in the shade, not to hide anything, quite the opposite. I was told by a professional photographer, do it in the shade because it picks up on anything. So that's why we do it. Go around the back of the car, and absolutely wonderfully clean. Apologies, a bit of water splash off the road. Then offside of the vehicle again, it's just remarkable. This isn't your average car, far from it. It's going to be miles better than most out there. Remaining panels are absolutely stunning. I mean, it really is in simply gorgeous condition. It's coming to the boot area. Again, being kept absolutely beautifully, and as you expect of Lexus, superbly finished in there as well. It's coming to the back of the car. If the exterior is nice, the interior, if anything, if it's possible, is even nicer. Leatherwork and the video again, which is going to make it look a little bit odd, but it is in just gorgeous condition in here. Coming to the front, again, door cards immaculately clean, likewise footwell areas, passenger seat there, absolutely super condition. It's coming on the driver's side. Again, just continues the theme, just a wonderful condition. Driver's seat, the only one that's going to show anywhere, and even that is absolutely minuscule compared to most. So inside the car now, engine's running. There's sections of the dash, as always, can be seen illuminated. Dashboard looks absolutely factory fresh. It is in remarkable condition. Then come up to the dash binnacle. Hopefully you can see, only light on, fuel lights just currently popped on. No warning lights at all on the dashboard. Oops, it's so wobbly. That said, the video just doesn't do it justice at all. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key, all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Lexus IS 250 SE. And this particular car is registered NB07VMT, and a mileage of just 45,521. The reason we do all of our videos is basically so that if anyone is looking online at them, they actually get to see the car they're looking at in operation. And we feel it's important basically because we know to our cost how frustrating it can be to go and see a car which can look perfectly good in an advert, but only to get there and find out when you drive it it's got a fundamental issue which you would much rather known about before setting off. We also do it on these lovely quiet country roads very close to our premises. And it's a lovely part of Gloucestershire. This actually forms part of the road test route that we take customers on, so hopefully then it'll be representative of what you'd feel yourself should you be offered a test drive in the car. So coming to the car, as you know from the walk around video, this is a truly exceptional car in terms of its condition, which would count for nothing of course if the car drove awfully. And I hate to disappoint, but its drive matches its condition because it is absolutely stunning. I love these cars. I will be absolutely honest with the mechanical side of it, but you'll have to try and rein in my enthusiasm for them, but I find it quite difficult. Engine push button starts instantly, incredibly smoothly. No warning lights on the dashboard. Temperature gauge running at just under half, which is exactly where it's meant to be on one of these vehicles. But what a lovely engine. It is all but silent most of the time. You can hardly hear it. It is so refined. If you jump into this after some of its competitors, you'd be amazed just how quiet an engine can be. But when you push on, the engine does sound lovely. It's got that wonderful sort of V6 sort of zing and howl to it. But breathe on the throttle and it picks up and goes beautifully. It really is a fantastic engine, complemented by this incredibly slick shifting gearbox. It's got a wonderful, I mean, Lexus do gearboxes brilliantly well. Not only are they as bomb-proof reliable as their engines, they also just wonderfully engineered and smooth in operation. And notwithstanding reputation, you should still always do the normal checks with an automatic gearbox, and that includes things like just basically when you're stationary, just select drive and then reverse to see if there's any delays or metallic clonks as it goes into gear, and there's nothing at all on this car. But also that when you are on the move, that the gear changes should be very slick and smooth, and they are perfect in this vehicle. The drivetrain is absolutely brilliant. It's this is Lexus at their very finest. Even at higher motorway speeds, it's a very quiet, comfortable car. Steering of the car, obviously being rear-wheel drive, means that the steering's kind of unpolluted by drive shafts, which gives it a lovely quality. It's very smooth, slick in the way it's precise, it's accurate. It's not over quick, which can be slightly distracting with some cars. It can be sort of just make them feel quite nervous. It hits a very happy middle ground between them. But going through the corners, you literally just turn in nice and smoothly. It follows faithfully. It's really nicely done. Chassis of the car, likewise, it's really agile. It really go through corners at speed if you're enthusiastic. But to counter that, it's got this wonderfully fluid, compliant ride. It's so comfortable. It really is. And it's a very hard thing to judge because, if you want an out-and-out sports car in this sector, you'd probably go for a 3 Series BMW. I openly admit it. It's a wonderful car for probably 5-10% of driving. If you're really in the mood. Unfortunately, if you're not, they can be quite hard, unyielding companions, and be sort of quite uncomfortable on certain road surfaces. This, I think, strikes a lovely balance between giving you sort of 80-90% of what the BMWs give you in terms of handling, but allow you for the rest of the time to feel very cosseted and comfortable. To the steering, by the way, track's absolutely dead straight. There's no vibrations. The suspension as well, and what I'm listening up for on road test is for any kind of sort of clonking or rattling coming from underneath the vehicle, and there's nothing at all. It's absolutely silent. Brakes, just get around the corner and I'm going to give them a bit of a shove, make sure no one's directly behind me. Really solid brake pedal on the car, feels powerful. No vibrations, no pulsing through the brake pedals, all in good order. So coming inside, and again, as I mentioned in the walk-around video, what a wonderful interior in terms of condition, and it really is. But the build quality in these things is absolutely astonishing. Not a squeak, not a rattle. It's just beautifully put together, and a lovely place to sit. This lighter interior, which is really sought after. On dark days, it brightens it up, and on really hot days, you've got to burn the back of your legs. Obviously, you've got heated and cooled seats to help in that respect anyway. But just, as I said, the quality of interior build is absolutely amazing. All working exactly as it should. Air conditioning is absolutely ice cold. Seats all work perfectly. Got this beautifully presented dash binnacle in front, giving you beautifully displayed rev counter, speedo, temperature and fuel gauges. Minimalist, but brilliant for that in that sense. Very classy in the way it's done. Steering wheel, leather bound, feels absolutely like new to hold. sort of bleated on about its condition, but genuinely is absolutely amazing here. But it's just a lovely, lovely place to sit. You know, for if you're going to do sort of, you know, long, sort of long days in the car or high mileage, it's a wonderful companion. As I said at the start of the video, the point of it is only brief. Is literally to show the car in operation. I could have shortened this by about 5 minutes by just saying it drives perfectly, because it does. Because I hate the cliche in the used car trade of, oh, it drives like new, but it does. It literally does. There's a tightness to the car which can only come from sort of having such low mileage and such wonderful care placed on the ownership of the vehicle. But as I said, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate, do give us a call.